Okay everyone, we're live. Welcome aboard. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I've been running around like a lunatic. Just getting myself organised. I'm just waiting for the computer to catch up to me. There we go. Alright, so today we're going to do a class. This is probably the first time I've ever done a class live. So this will be new to me and hi, good morning Lynette and Sue, good morning Rado. Okay, so now who has already adhered their pattern pieces to their fabric and cut them out? Who here has done that already? Good morning Lorraine. If not, it doesn't matter because we're going to go through that step anyway, I decided. I know that some of you already have. Yep, very good. So some might not have, so I've got to make allowances for everyone. Morning Kathleen. I'm just watching. Yep. Hi Karen. You're allowed to just watch. So first things first, you want to get your design and start drawing it on. I'm just going to use pen just because it's the first thing I had handy. And I've got the the fusible webbing with me. And oopsie days. And hi Tracy, good morning Wanda. And I'm just going to start tracing in the pieces. Now I'm going to work fairly quick because that's just the way I work, and I want to keep everyone together, so it gives me time to stop and look at what you guys are doing. My glasses, hi. I know that's, I've already said hello. But it also means that you can get to see how perfect I am in my work. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just tracing straight over. This means that it will be just like what you guys had. Okay. What else have I got? Oh, the moustache. What I do is I tend to trace over each piece. Some people haven't done this before. I'm not being overly careful because I know I can wing this design, and it's his mo. And I normally write down what they are. You can do it in pen, pencil, whatever you sort of like. And then what I do is I take these pieces, I cut them out, and then I put them in groups of colour. Now if you got the kit, you would have your fabric already ready for you. I am, because I sold all my kits, I didn't leave a kit for myself, so I am going to be using scraps today, and that's good for everyone else watching. So you would have noticed in your kit that you would have had one already printed out for you on your fusible webbing, and in that you would have noticed, I'm going to draw it in exactly how, well, that was a bit wobbly, the design was given to you so that you can see that I don't have any advantage over you, and I'm going to do it the same way. So in this I have put in the cap to the hat inside his his beard, sorry, and there's a reason for that. I'm just saving on, I'm being cheap. I'm just saving. So that's his beard and that's his hat. And then I'm almost there. And then what I do is I use that cut out from inside that. So I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. So once I have all those pieces done, and you can see how quick that takes, I think I only have to do pupils and a hat ball. Yep, almost there. I've got my little eye in there and I keep almost touching it, so I'm just going to pop the mat down next to it. So sit there. Alright. And that there. I've got my glasses on because I fogged them up. Alrighty, so once we have them all done, we can then pop that aside, this sheet here aside, and we can move on to the next thing, which is cutting these babies out. Now, I tend to use paper scissors. And so I know, just cut that one there, I know what that is, and it looks like that's got a bit of sticky tape on it from something there. So I'll have to be careful of that. So if you ever get that on your fusible webbing, just be careful. Now when you first cut out your pattern, don't cut it on the lines, just cut it rough, what I call rough cutting, where you leave yourself an edge all the way around. And there's a reason for that. Okay. So let's do this. And got bits everywhere. Just cutting up. So camp was really good, except for the fact that I didn't spend enough time there. But anyway, that happens next year. Met Maggie Johnson. She's an absolute riot, which I said yesterday. She's funny as. Very nice lady. And yeah, a real card. Guess that paper's come off. So I cut rough. Now, if you cut directly on the lines with this straight away, you're going to give yourself, you're just making a rod for your own back for the next step. So we cut these out, and I am keeping eyebrows together, eyes together, glasses together. I'm not cutting out two separate pieces for glasses, do you know what I mean? So I'm not making it hard. Now here, with this one, fold it just like that. Oopsie days. Snip. Come in there and just cut out that centre piece, like you've got a bit of a hole in his beard. Okay, just like that. So like that. That's his beard, and I'll just trim a bit closer. Rid of too much excess. We don't want too much there, just waste fabric. So any questions so far? Alright. Now once we've got them like that, now I need to put them in colour order. So I'm just going to move the St. Nick over here out of the way. And I'm going to go, well, that's the white, where his beard is, his hat bobble. I have a question. Were we meant to cut our two green pieces out? No, not yet, no. So we'll do that in a second. The hat, his face is a different colour. And the side of his face is actually like a beardy sort of thing. His eyes, they are the white part. Eyebrows are the felt. This here is his mouth, so that's going to be pink. That there is the black. These are the centre of his eyes, which are black, and they are the glasses. Wait, that is his mo, and that's his hat, and it's red. So, get rid of your rubbish. Okay. Now, I want you to now, like I say, I'm just using what I've got handy. I've got some red here for his hat. So place that on your back of your fabric. Just sit that there for a sec. I keep forgetting that I cannot iron on top of this without an ironing mat. There we go. So just place that on there. Just like that. You've got a nice hot dry iron and glue it on. Nice and easy. Okay. And while you're there, oh, these aren't really fabric scissors, but they'll do for now. Just cut around, cut him out, just like that. Pop that one aside, and I'm going to do the black, which is his eyes and his mouth. So I'll just give that a quick press first. I'm watching to give myself some confidence to start the koala cock quilt. Oh, cool, okay. Yeah, look, I mean, this is not sort of, I don't do anything that requires rocket science degree. So this is how I do it. That had a bit of tape on it. You can feel it. So I'm just going to turn it over and go from that side. All right, so they're ready. Just cut that out. Put there. Then we need the face. I had a piece of fabric here, there it is. This will do for his face. Bit brown, but that's okay. And place it down. And put it up there. I can see tape on there, so I'm just going to do that. Turn it over, because it's got tape on it from the roll. When I have the roll at the start and the end, there's normally tape on it. I cut it off so that you guys don't cop it, and it ends up going in my little stash. And cut that out roughly. Pop it there. Move that over. This is how quick this can be. Get the next piece. This is my the mouth of Santa, and well, that's his tongue, I should say. Grab that little piece. Just like that. Pop it there. Iron it on. Trim it off. Now we've got white for his eyes, and that requires white fabric. So let's grab that out. There it is. Santa got a tan. Just a little. It's a bit of a reflection off the snow. That's his eyes, and we go there. So I didn't have any more blue for his glasses, so what I decided was I would use the green, which when it's really faint you don't see it. So this baby is organza. You place that on and you just very quickly do that. Okay, and that's it. Very, very quickly. You can use a what's the name, mat underneath as well, because the glue will go through, but that's how quick it is. You've got to be very quick with it though, because otherwise you will run out of you'll burn it, sorry, I meant to say. Alrighty, so let's turn Santa's little in this way. This is the white felt, so we're just going to iron that on now. Just turn that over. Now you're not going to see that hole when we finish, because it will get filled up. going to pop these on just to check where I'm going to place them. Because when it comes to this sort of stuff, I tend to be a little bit more frugal. That way. That way. I've got a smaller bit than you guys, I think. It's alright. Just there. Cut that off. There we go. I can go there. Santa's little bally doodah can go there. Oopsie days. That one can go. Just take the excess off this. There. Oh, it's got a bit of, what's the name on it? I know, I'm going to do it. It's going to happen. That one there, I'll have to iron that a little bit more. And these two eyebrows, I'm going to just cut a bit more frugally. One here. And one there. Nice. Just turn those over. I'm having issues with the felt and the Tilda-Fix coming off. Okay, maybe turn it over like I'm doing and give it another go. You might not be leaving it on long enough. You just got to be watching with felt that you don't burn it. Alright. We tend to work fairly quickly when we do these things anyway, so you might find that it might not be too much of an issue once we get it on the fabric. It'd stick better with the fabric behind it. So I'm just pulling up my sleeves because I'm having a hot one. Alright, didn't need that. Now I've lost the centre of his eyeballs. I had them here. Oh no, there it is. Alrighty. Now, I think I was supposed to do that in black felt, but I didn't, so it doesn't matter. Alright, first things first, we want to cut them out. I don't use the massive scissors because they're too hard. What I will do though is cut closer and I just trim around on the line. Now if I had have actually cut that Tilda-Fix on the line, then I'd have awful trouble trying to do this part. There's one. And I know I drew them really rough, but I'm cutting them nice and smooth. Two. So any other questions, anyone at the moment? And if you notice too with my scissors, I don't go, I start at the end and I go halfway up the blade and then I move them up. I don't actually snip off until right at the end. With your organza, just cut right on the line or just outside the line, either way is fine. Oops, let me put that in the wrong spot. And make sure you've got a dry iron, Ratto, with the Tilda Fix, any kind of glue adhesive. It's a dry iron. Okay. And this one. Oh. Yep, have never had water in my little iron. Okay, yep, no worries. Okay, good. It's a good thing. Sometimes I find that the adhesive will come off if I haven't. You've got to sort of leave it on for 10 to 15 seconds per area, and with felt you tend not to because you're frightened of melting it, especially the acrylic felt, which is what we've got here. So you might find that maybe a couple of goes at it, get a reheat and reheat and reheat, might help. But I haven't had that myself, so I'm not too sure why. That's my only sort of thought. Hi Suzanne. So that's the pieces cut out, so you can see already that it's not taking too long. I might just save myself some brain power. Use the bigger ones to cut through here. Oh. So that's what I sort of do when it comes to any kind of applique. I'll always put all the same colour on one bit of fabric at once. So I cut out all those pieces on one colour. I'm going to re-stick. So that one hasn't very well. I'm taking that off from underneath. That one's okay. So sometimes I noticed, well, I didn't get enough heat on that before. I did notice that. So that might be what your problem is, maybe. I'm guessing. Without being there, I'm guessing, Ratto. Alright. So once you've got all these sort of done, I'm just going to put some heat on that one. Wait, you're going anywhere? He joined, hi, joined late, so just watching. That's fine, Heather. Okay, so once we've got them on, just double checking that's stuck. Yes, it has. Then it's just a case. I'll make sure my little itty bitsy scrap bits are out of the way, otherwise I'll get them confused with these tiny little things. Just cut these out. And again, straight on the line, just as you drew it from the pattern. Now, I do also have, and for those who are interested in, and I can make up some kits of, I also have a Rudolph and a Mrs. Claus that I'm halfway through finishing, so I can probably get that done in the next couple of weeks if you're interested in it. And I was also going to make them into little kits. Again, same rules apply. You'll get access to the videos. I think I made the kits about $25, I think they were, for the GACs, so you'll probably find they'll be roughly the same. Rudolph, I do need to source some nice tan brown coloured felt, and I'm umming and ahhing about his nose, what I'm going to use and how I'm going to do it, but I will do pictures and stuff first, so if you're interested in that, I might put up a post, keep an eye out for it, and then you can put yourself down on the list. I'll create a list. They're very cute. Alright, Sorry, I'm probably off camera then. I'm just struggling with those little pointy bits. Because there's the tape. Alright, that one, that one. And I'll make that up because I can't see it. I mean, you can always too, got it worked out. Oh, good, good. Righto, that's awesome. So was it the heat? Just let me know. It's interesting to find out. So you can always do your own in, you know, you can give it a purple hat if you want to, or, you know, whatever you like. It doesn't have to be red and white. It can be blue hat and whatever. Santa is Santa and your Santa will be your Santa. They'll still be recognisable. So with these sort of ones, I come in, out, and keeping the scissors open, I slowly close the scissors and move the fabric. So as I come up, I've got right at the edge of the, like inside of the scissors, and as I cut, I move the fabric around, and that gets me a nice smooth circly motion like that. So you have it up, and then as you close, up, and as you come around, you're closing, up, and around, up, and around. And that gets you a sort of more rounded look on your fluffy beanie, blobble thing, bobble. Alright. Yep, fine line between melting and adhering. Yeah, okay, good. Oh, coffee's cold. That's disgusting. Gee, it was cold at camp this morning and last night. Got the heater on in here. This is his moo. And this is the side of his face where his hairline is. Goes under his hat. That one, and what's this? Another eyebrow. Gotta have two. Otherwise you'll have a mono. Alrighty. So that's the hard part done. Well, almost. Alright, let's pop the junk out of the way. All the scrap bits, unless you use them for something else, I'm going to toss them over in my scrap pile, which is probably going to get in my way later, but I might move them over here. Done. Alrighty, now I'm just going to open that out for a second. So this is where we're going to just grab all these pieces and just place them on top of here for a minute. I'm just going to put them all on there so I don't lose the little darlings. We're just going to sit this aside. So let's just pop that aside for a minute. I've got to make room, don't I? That would be handy. Make some room. So much room here today. But we'll just pop that over there. Alright, I'm going to move this as well. Might sit that on top of those pieces so they don't go anywhere. Will this be available to rewatch later, Michelle? Yes. Good morning, Jody. Yes, Heather, and I will pop it up on YouTube as well. You're going to need one of these or something like that, which is an applique mat for the next step after this step. Okay, so depending on the size of your booklet and what fabric you've got there, you're going to need to take this out. Like for your cover, you're going to need to have 2 inserts and you're going to have one back. Okay, so the one back, it's just one piece, and your two inserts are two separate pieces. Okay, so mine is going to be this one today, and my outside is going to be this. So depending on, I could even do it the other way around, have that as the outside and that as the inside. So depending on the size that you want to do, it depends on your cut. Okay, so but the same process applies no matter what size you make them. So if I wanted to make one, say, to cover this, all right, I'm going to need to make it that much bigger. Okay, so you really need to look at what you're going to cover and how you're going to do it. This could cover a diary, it could cover a magazine, it could cover anything. If you want to make it bigger than what you've got in front of you, you could cut two separate pieces, front and back, and then join them together, allowing for seams. Okay, so that's one piece here and then one piece there. That is entirely up to you today, but what I'm going to do is do it as one piece. All right, so let's do this in theory. I'm thinking that I think Santa's going to look better on probably the greenish colour. All right, I'm even thinking of changing it to a brighter one. Hang on. What about this one? Yeah, that one. We'll do that one. All right, the bonuses of having fabric on shelf. All right, so to make this one, it's beautiful fabric, Lynette. It's a Batik's Australia fabric, and it is $18 a metre, and I think I've only got 4 metres of it. They're very small bolts. They're only what they call half-metre bolts, sampler bolts, and yeah, $18 a metre they are, so you're welcome to some if you want some. You guys haven't seen any of these fabrics. These ones haven't been shown. Now, you might be tempted to use scissors, and I advise against. I'm going to literally straighten that edge. I can see just looking at the fabric that it's going to be, you know, wrong. Holy snappers, that's bright. Yeah. Is that dragonfly one? This one though has flowers. Or the other one was like dragonflies. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to use my 8-inch ruler because, you know, I love this ruler. This is my lifeline. And I'm using the fold. Up here there's a fold. I don't know if you can see it on camera. I'll just bring it down a little. There we go. And I use that as a guide to get a straight cut. All right, so once I move it back up, because I can't reach the bottom of the fabric so that way, I'm lining up here where the fold is, and I can see it's not straight. Okay, so I want to make a straight edge. So that's my first task, is creating a straight edge. You should have a straight edge on the fabric in your kits because they were cut straight to start with. Fingers crossed. So this one here, I'm going to move my computer that's going to get in my way, in my oil, and my scissors, and my blade, and the mouse, and my glasses, good Lord, and the little scissors, and a lugger band. So, I'm going to open that out. I can't remember the measurement. I think it was about 12 inches, I think, that we gave you in this one. Now, if I've got a piece of A4 paper, right, I'm going to want to make it at least, you know, that wide and that again, okay? So I'm going to give it some room because I'm going to need for seams. So I'm going to go this way, just looking at how it's going to fold. It needs to go this way. So I'm going to go that way. Yes. So I don't know what fabric, can't remember the width. Rado, can you tell me how wide I cut that fabric for you guys? Because I can't remember. Brain's like a sieve, you know that. This is centimetres down here. Just waiting for Rado to respond. Yeah, okay, so lay it this way, okay, because there's 12 from there to there. You'll get a heap out of this. 12 by 18, and your 18 is there, so you've got room to get that and then that again. Okay, so I would use, let's go 12, so 12 inches. So let's go, I've got 12. Take that out of there, move it out of the way, and I'm going to go here, 12, go up, using the fold again, and put that fold on the line on the ruler. Okay, I'll inbox you about the fabric. Yeah, sure. And I've run out of room up there, so I'm just going to move that down. Camera is in the way. There we go. Alright, so let's move that out of the way. So, then I've got to go by 18. So 18 is going to give me plenty. And I'm using the selvage and it's going to go in the seam anyway. Alright, so find that little gap. Where is it? There it is. Use it on my straight edge on the ruler and trim up. Alright, so that is going to be our front and back. Yeah? So pop that aside. Next one is the red. Righto. What width did I give you this? What size? I want to be fair and make it the same size for each of you. So I would have done 12 by something. Thanks, honey. Alright, so I'm just going to cut a strip of fabric, 12 wide. Lining that back up. And we've got this side. Now, did I give you 1 or 2 by 6? Would have been, I gave you 2 of those. Would have been 2 pieces, 6 by 12. Would have given you just 1, that's way too small. Yeah, I was going to say. Alright. Once you've got those ready, we now need to stabilise them. Okay, so they're the 2 sides. Just sit it this way so you can see. They go like that. And that one goes in there, like that. That'll be the inside, like that. Excuse me, dry throat. Alright. Alright, just like that. And then it'll fold over. And we'll have our centre on the front. So we're going to prepare these, and to prepare them we're just going to put the iron on Palin. I did have some here a second ago, and I've probably thrown it in the pile. So I found some scraps of it. I thought I'll use them. You can also use things like bag batting or wadding or whatever you like, really. So I might use them for these. And again, I'm going to need my, make sure I haven't lost any pieces, ironing mat. Now I think this iron-on Palin might be a little bit iffy, so I'm just going to grab some, so bear with me. I think I've got some over here. Sure do. Yep, plenty. So I might use it. You know what? So just making my iron move so that it'll heat up. I'm just getting that to stick there. And yep. Next one. You can cut your Palin the same size if you want to. Just cut 2 pieces of Palin the same size. Or you can cheat like me and do what I'm doing. I just adhere them there and then run the scissors up. Or even sometimes I'll just run the blade along it. So sometimes I'll go nice and steady. Nice and steady. So that's one ready to iron. If you're not really sure of the blade, don't use it like this. Use it with a ruler. If you feel comfortable enough to do it, go ahead. But be careful of your fingies and not to cut your fabric. So that's those two. So we'll iron them on nice and quick. Batik is beautiful. It has no real right and wrong. Some do. It depends on who you buy it from and who makes it. But as a general rule, it's pretty good for no right and wrongs. Okay. So that's one. And then we can go this one. It is, Jodie. It's not rocket science, darling. Nothing I do is rocket science. You should know by now. I'm a cheat when I need to be. I will cheat on making a pattern quick and easy if I can. And I'll try and put it into layman's terms if I can. I do all those things. Alright, next one. We've got the bigger piece. So we get the bigger piece of Palin. And place that on top. Just like that. Put my mat under, because ironing mat, we do not want it stuck or melting my mat underneath this thing. If you put iron straight onto that, it will buckle and you won't, you've got bucklies of getting it back to normal. Alright, that's that. And again, you can use scissors. Girls, you will have to have a show and tell. Yeah, absolutely, that'd be awesome. And we're just going to run that along here. Be super awesome, actually. Really love that. And then across there, making sure nothing's underneath it, of course. And across here. Oops, the daisy went out a bit. Come back in. Alright. And I'm just going to tidy up this side a bit. She's a bit wonky in parts. Alright. Move that out of the way. Get these out of the way. underneath. And if I've missed a bit, which I have there, I'm just going to quickly run the blade up it. Get rid of it. You really don't want that excess hanging over the edge of the fabric because it will stick to other things. Oh, sugar. That was a bit scary. Something banged next door. Hi, Julianne. The wool setting was a tad hot. It shrunk and wrinkled a smidgen. Oh, that's okay. That's no big deal. I've done that many a time. That's all right. All right. Once we sort of get it all sewn on and that, it's not going to go anywhere anyway. You can always that one's stretched a bit, so I'll trim that corner off there. These, like I say, are my paper scissors, not fabric scissors. Alright, so let's get little bits of fluff off. Make sure it's stuck, which it's not completely. So I'll just do that again. So yeah, you don't have to have it too hot on wool, like really super hot. Just enough to. Yeah, well, that's true. That's exactly right, Brado. You live and learn. Anyway, so we've got that sort of settled there, and that is our front piece. Now, fold it in half, like that. Now, if you want to line it, you can, but you will see edging up the top, because if you have a look at this, we just fold that over, okay? But if you want to, you can. You'll still see that edging. Alrighty, get all your little bits and pieces off. Fold him in half. And do yourself a favour and just put a crease in that halfway mark. Just because if you don't, you're not going to remember where your halfway mark is. Then we want to... wrong one. Where did I put it? Oh, that's my glue pen. No, I can't find it, so I'll do the old-fashioned thing and I'll pop a pin in. Alright. So that tells me that's my halfway mark. There. Alright, now just going to do that, find my halfway mark there. You can, if you want to, find a center point, which is not too hard to do. And I can mark it with pen, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to end up putting Santa over the top of it, aren't I? And we need to mark here, this one, right there, and just run that down. I'm using my ruler as a straight line to give me the center mark. So that's my center, okay? Nice and easy squeezy. That's how I found my center. But now I know where I have to put Santa. Right there. Not over that way or that way. Right there. Now, let's pop this aside for now, because now we're going to make up Santa. Alright. I'm going to move my cutting mat. So bear with me 2 seconds. It's going to make a... Pop it on the floor for now. Okay. And I'm going to put down my applique mat. Now, if I had have left my cutting mat there and I'm using the applique mat straight on top, I'd end up losing, you know, I'd end up melting it for sure, guaranteed. So applique mat, I come back over to this and I grab my little pieces and I just tip them off just nicely. And I'm just going to fold Santa over. So I've got most of his face, just like that, and pop him underneath. Just so I can see, I'm pretty sure he goes the right way. Yes, it does. So then I get my little pieces and put them in some sort of assortment so I know what I'm doing. Now probably need my tweezers because I won't pick them up with these silly nails. So there are his little glasses. They can just stay up there. That's his mouth. That's his face. There are the eyes. Those. And, yep, that one. And, alright, where's the centre of his eyeballs? Where have they gone? I lost the little black parts of his eyes. Oh, that's his eyebrows. Oh no, there's one. There's the other. Going mad. Tiny little pieces. So that's his tongue. So what I do first is, okay, we've got two little eyeballs, and I know one goes here, that one there, and this one goes here. I might have cut that one a bit small, but what I'll do, I'll keep it consistent and just cut this one a little bit smaller. There we go, like that. Okay, now what I do first is I grab a pin and I'll just stick it in that rubber mat there. I have my tweezers and I get the back of this with, oh look at that, stuck in my finger, and I get that little pin and I score the back just like that, and I fold it over without bleeding on it. No, it's not going to bleed anyway. And take that off. And that's going to go there, just like that. I'm just checking what side his little eyeballs are going on. They're going on this side. I think I put them on the other side and the other one. Yes, they're very rascally, aren't they? This one might come off without having to score it. Looks like it has. Grab it, place it on that side. You can do it on the other side, it doesn't make any difference. It's just he's looking one way or the other. One way or the other. And down. That's one eyeball. And we just pop him aside. Just there. And we get the other. And we take that off with a pin. So score the back with the pin. And fold. See if we can get it going. There we go. You want to make sure that the glue is stuck on the back of your fabric. It'll look shiny. That down, and then this one, just give it a bit of a bend. It might come off nicely without having to score it again. And it has. Turn him over. Don't stick it the wrong way up, otherwise you'll stick to the bottom of your iron. That one down there, just like that. Just like that. There's his two eyeballs. Wait, stay there. Then we want the face. Now, so that you can see where his eyes are going to go, what you do is you get a pencil get a pencil and you go, I think it's there, looks like it's there, and that's there. That's his other eye there, and that one is there. So I know they go there, okay? Then you lift up one eye, place it right there, and the other eye, place it right there, and glue. Alrighty, cool. Now, we also know his little nose is in there somewhere. So, it goes from the top of his eyes, just looking at it, lifting up as I go, and marking that in. Right, his little nose goes there, just like that, like a little teardrop, just like that. So just mark that in because we're going to stitch that down. Alrighty, so then what you do is you score the back and take the paper off the back, just like that. Isn't that easy? Isn't that easier than trying to turn the corner of the fabric, scoring it and getting it right? Right, then we're going to stick it down in the place it needs to be. It's only temporary, I can lift it at any time, okay? But it just holds it in place and stops it from moving around. But like I say, if I want to lift it, very easy. Now, next thing we're going to do, oops, I did just move him, is over there. And we're going to place the little side bit. This is like his little side hair thing. Goes right there, just like that. So that overlaps the face. So again, get your pin, oops, guys, score the back, take that paper off, it's felt, and line it up there, just like that, and iron it on. Now sometimes it takes a little bit for the felt to iron. If it doesn't overly want to stick to the fabric right now, I tend to not fight it too much, and I'll come back to it. I might even pin it. So sometimes the felt, because you've got to heat it up so much to get through to that glue, it might not actually do it straight up. There we go, it's finally adhered. Okay, the next step we're going to do. Now, is everyone keeping up so far? So I've been going for about an hour now. This is the longest part, he's putting him together. Get his hat, place it there, don't iron it yet. That's the brim of his hat. Then get his red hat, take the back off, and we're just going to place them down. Don't actually glue them yet. That goes there. Lift up that bit, goes over the top, just like that. Goes over his little sideburns. Now, this here is going to go there, correct? But we want it to go underneath, and we want it to overlap there, and we want it to come right over, like that. Maybe down a bit, just like that. His little mouth. So you can watch later, love. Yep. So I'm just, because I've already got the hole in it, I can just take that off like that. And lift up. I haven't glued anything like that yet. And just place it down. You've got the line of the pattern underneath. Oh, pick up his mo. Score it, because it just won't pull off. Come on. Get his mo and place it over the top, and what you'll notice is where you've got gaps. So this is where you start going right. Now I need to move his little beard up, alright, get it underneath that join, make sure his beard on the other side is joining, so you don't have any overlapping either side, like any openings. So I'll just zoom right in there, and I'll move it up a frat. Actually, I might see if I can move the camera forward. There we go. So the only gap I should have is just there where his mouth is. Now, bring the little mouth over here. Hopefully you can see where I am. Just, okay, and just to the side. Now, I haven't glued any of this outside down. Why have I been putting off starting? I don't know, darling. Sue, it's so easy, love. That's why I say to you guys, this is the easiest thing in the world. So I'm going to just give it a bit of a fold, and hopefully that'll come apart. Yeah, these small ones tend to be really quite not too bad. And that is his tongue, which goes down the bottom. There. And I'm just going to get the iron and glue that down, just like that. Just stay. Stay. Then get the back of that one. Just go over here where you can see me. And fold. Raw edge applique is the best fun. I mean, even if you did this by hand, and you still got to glue it all down like this first, and then you can go around and do it by hand if you want to. So that is his mouth, and we're going to lift up his mo and put his little mouth in there like that. Now, doesn't that look good? Hey? How cool is that? Now, might just actually give that a little bit of, she's got a little bit of black on the bottom of there, and I want to make it look more like his tongue and a little black lip at the bottom. I'm just going to give it a bit of a quick trim. There we go. Lift up, and there he is. Nice and easy. Right, get off. And we get the, turn it over of the bauble, pom-pom. Take the backing off. Very simple. Place that over there. I mean, you can use real bauble if you want to, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to iron all this. Now, this is in one piece. So I'm going to start with that mouth piece there, because I just want that really to stay where it is. I haven't put the eyebrows on yet. Then I'm going to iron this down. And I'm not rubbing, I'm just placing the iron down hard. Now remember, the felt takes a little bit longer, so you have to come back over it. The red will stick down really quickly, but this stuff will move, okay? Okay, now we're going to put his little eyebrows on and his glasses. So we go there like that. Take that off. Make sure you leave the glue behind. I can see glue there. You can see it just coming off. There we go. Lift it on. And that's one eyebrow. Like that. And this will be his other eyebrow. Come on. left the glue behind. Or did I not? Oh, I don't think I did. I think I took the glue with me. Yep. Hang on. Let me just try that again. Listen here, mister. Stay on the back of that thing. What are you using to stick down Santa on? I'm slow here, only just did all pieces and pellet ironed on. Could you put red glitter and glue on his hat and make it pretty? Yeah, of course you could. Yeah, you can do anything like that. You stick down Santa on. This is an applique mat. He's just sitting on an applique mat currently. So nothing special, just so I can see. I'm pretty sure you guys got them, I'm not sure. But any kind of applique mat will work. But I like this one because I can see through it quite easily, and it's big. But yeah, that's what he's sitting on. All right, got the paper off. Yep, I have. Now, that wind's really noisy. And stick him down there, like that. And move that down there. There we go. And glue. Hi Linda, can you use a fuser mat? Absolutely same thing. Absolutely. If you've got a fuser mat, it's the same thing, just more expensive. So I don't put the glasses on until the absolute end, because I've got to put so much heat on these felt bits that if I was to put the glasses on now, they probably melt. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is organza, doesn't want a lot of heat. A little bit more. All right, now organza. All right, I've got green ones, but you've got blue ones. So what you do, turn them over so you've got the paper side up. So is everyone keeping up? I know Wanda's a little bit behind, but that's okay. Just score the back. Fold the paper where the score line is and pull that off. Now here's the tricky part. Don't let that flip. If you let that flip, you will actually lose which side the glue's on. But the trick is that these actually have, because they're so porous, they'll have glue on both sides. Remember that. So what we do is we get the corner of the applique mat. Right, bought a small at a show ages ago and can now use it. Yeah, absolutely. Grab the corner of your mat like that and glue it down. Our fuser mats are just the same thing. This is just a different brand. Oh, I see, it's going right through. I want it to stick to the fabric, not me. No, it's stuck to the. Oh, you little booger. Let's get that off. Hey, don't you curl up. Oops a days. Might have overheated that one. Alright, let's see if we can get that on. Try again. And that one. Might have turned that over, did I? I glue it to itself. That would be annoying. There we go. Oh, down. Alright. Try it that way. There we go. Just really quickly with the iron. Otherwise you'll end up, I did it like that the other time and it worked, but this time it didn't. So I've just grabbed the iron and just quickly give it a bit on the point of it, just a quick run over. All right, so we are up to the exciting part. Ready? We get to move this out. That's our pattern. We pop it where we know it's going to be. Then we literally, fingers crossed, it all works well. And we pick center up in one nice piece. And we take that little black bit of fluff off there. We pop this over here. We know that's our center because we found it. We made it. And pop that there. Look at that. Oh, and his green matches the background. So that's that. So I can place it there because I know it's roughly center. How cool. I am Catherine. Yeah. Yeah, Catherine. I am one very busy lady at the moment. I'm going to take tomorrow off. The phone will be in off mode all day as far as, you know, the orders and things like that. I'm just taking the day off. I might get around to responding to some people, but not actually packing or anything like that. So now I'm just going to iron this on, okay? Again, because it's felt, it's going to take a bit. Now, did you want to take a 10-minute break and we'll come back? Because I don't have sales until 2 o'clock. So I can always, you know, make it 2:30 anyway. Oh, no, the next, not sales, it was the next class is at 2 o'clock. But if we give a 10-minute break, it gives you a bit of a moment to have a quick cuppa, come back, and then we'll stitch this together. All right? I only used one colour thread, and that was black or dark grey. So if you find that it's still, you know, it's really giving you a hard time, it's just been a real poop, just pin it in places. You'll probably find that, you know, it'll stay, but just pin that there. Sometimes I find the pom-pom might come off. It's just the felt. So once you I don't think his eyebrows or anything will come off, so I think that should be alright. I might even swap that pin, it's massive. That one's a bit thinner. There we go. Okay, alright, so we're up to sewing him down, and I'm going to use a straight stitch, and I'm going to use a black dark grey thread, and I'm in the bobbin I've got the same colour. So if you are up to that and you'd like to have a quick cuppa, just comment, let me know, and we'll come back in literally 5-10 minutes. What do you reckon? And then we'll keep going until about, until about 1:30, another hour. Okay, good, Wanda. Yep. What about you, Rado? You want a quick break, 10 minutes? I'm ironing Santa to cover. Nice. All right. Well, let's come back in about 10 minutes. We'll see you very shortly, and we'll make a cuppa. That's where I'm up to. Happy for a pit stop. All right, great, Lorraine. We will see you guys in about 10 minutes, which is about 25 to 1. Okay, see you soon.